Hello, in this video I want to quickly show you what I did to increase the voltage on my HP. You can see here it's the DPS 1200FB-1A or whatever, HSTNS PD19. I'm going to say a couple things here quickly before you do this, and I don't even recommend you do it. You probably want to, I don't know, be very capable with electronics. I'm personally not, but I was able to figure it out. So basically, this here is going to be the controller board for my specific model. If you have my exact model, this may be helpful, may also not be. But anyways, I'll show you what I did. So basically what I did ahead of time, because I'm not an electronics expert at all, is I took photographs of all of these dials, because there are 5 dials. I couldn't find really any documentation on this, so this is why I'm making the video. So there's 5 different dials, and they adjust different things. They are all very important for the power supply. If you don't know what you're doing, you shouldn't mess around with this. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm taking the risk. So what I did is I took photographs of all of their positions before I adjusted anything. Then I took a digital meter here as well as the breakout board meter, and I would watch the voltage and see if it changed as I adjusted any of these. I'll get straight to the point. The one that worked for me for adjusting the voltage, which obviously there's only going to be one, is this pin right here. And don't worry, this should be discharged. I unplugged it a little while ago. So this one right here will control the voltage. So currently I have it set to about 12.55, 12.6. And the reason I have it set to there, because initially this power supply was dropping down to 11.6 volts while I was under load, and I think that was causing issues for my computer hardware. But anyways, so I adjusted this dial here, and it helped increase my voltage. And I just set it until I was happy with what I wanted. But yeah, that's just the power supply as well. A quick sneak peek inside of the power supply. They're actually very small. This is my hand here. It covers everything. And of course, you probably want better gloves. I had thicker gloves on when adjusting stuff. You don't want to do this. I have made a mistake before of opening up a power supply while it was charged, and it hurts a lot. So do not do that. I do not recommend you do this. But let's say you want to do it, kind of like I wanted to do it because my power supply was an issue. You have to understand, again, your model may be a little different. Mine is this specific one right here. You can see off the video. But I wanted to adjust the voltage and increase it a bit, and I know there was an option for other models, so I opened mine up and I played around with it to adjust mine. These other adjusters will affect your power supply as well. So, yeah, anyways, that's going to wrap up my video. This is the adjuster I used here. It was the third one right above this large chip. And I noticed after I increased the voltage, I also had a kilowatt meter here set up on the floor. It did draw a tiny bit more power. But, yeah, that's going to wrap up my video. Just documenting what I did to increase the voltage. Now, I will plug it into my GPU mining rig, see if it works. If it kills all my GPUs, I will make an update about that. Because that is the risk, of course, because I did adjust all the other dials. I took photos of all the dials before I moved them. But it is a risk, and it's something you need to consider, which I'm considering as well, is that when you do mess around with these things, it does change the components. But I made sure to take photos. I made sure everything was in about the exact same position. I say about, because that should be good enough. And then I found the voltage adjuster and adjusted it, which is right here. This guy right here. Anyways, that's going to wrap up my video. If you have any questions, which you really shouldn't because you shouldn't be doing this, but if you do, you can let me know in the comment section below. And again, this is the model.